What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, as well as the S&P 500 if we have time. As you guys know, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway right here. This is the XRP ticker display that I have in all of my crypto videos. If you guys want to win one of these, all you have to do is comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribed, as I will be checking. And if you're not subscribed, you won't win one. The drawing will be this Sunday, so stay tuned for Sunday's video. More importantly, what we're going to be covering in today's video is the constant consolidation that's now taking shape within all these major cryptocurrencies. As you can see here, XRP is clearly caught on its bottom support closer to about $1.05. And we move forward and we have Ethereum, which is consolidating with its bottom support at 3180. You have Bitcoin with a bottom support at about 44,000. And Solana, which is pretty much all the way at its all-time highs and starting to consolidate back down. As for the S&P 500, we look okay, bottoming off at our, once again, bottom support, where all these cryptocurrencies seem to be doing the same exact thing. So really, in today's video, we are going to be trying to figure out how much longer we have of this consolidation, what the possible outcome would be, and when we're going to be buying in or even selling short on these major cryptocurrencies. Otherwise, I do want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, which is Prime Xbt. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about Prime Xbt, I'm going to talk about it in 1 second. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. I want to give a huge shout out to Prime Xbt for sponsoring today's episode. So guys, a short update on the Prime Xbt platform is, if you remember, they have a fantastic copy trading module where you can follow the strategies of established traders. So guys, there has been massive volatility in the market recently, but you can find traders that make money on both sides of the market and follow their strategies. It doesn't matter if the market is going up or down, there are always opportunities to profit, as we know, which is shorting. So what's great is their co-vesting platform offers leverage trading and shorting cryptocurrency, so you can choose among the best performing strategies and automatically copy their trading activity to get the same returns. So guys, definitely make sure to register an account with Prime XBT. Check out the description if you want to find their links. Otherwise, let's jump into the technical analysis. All right, guys, as you can see, top 10 cryptocurrencies, everything seemed to be pretty much just consolidating. We're up maybe about 2%, which isn't really that much. And you can see in regards to the most of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, it's really not seeing any impact on the market. Most cryptocurrencies are really just consolidating with, Binance only 0.31, XRP 0.2, Solana down 0.4. We have Doge down 0.06. Most of the cryptos are just consolidating. There are a few that are up about 2%, but we're really not seeing any major significant movements across the board. Now, more importantly, what we're looking at in these cryptocurrencies is the fact that we're seeing this consolidation. Now, we've seen it before, and I don't want it to alarm anyone, but we have seen consolidation numerous times within the crypto space, over days and days and days. You can see for the most part that we have had consolidation. You can see here for XRP, it was a very long time. We had this early consolidation, which led to a breakout. And there's been, which I'll show examples of other cryptocurrencies that see this consolidation here, where we're really not seeing much of a price movement. And then it usually ends in some sort of major volume coming into the market, which allows us to either break bullish or bearish in some sort of direction. Now, in regards to XRP, this is going to sound fairly, I guess we're going to be talking about this again, as I've mentioned it, briefly in yesterday's video and days before. But the fact is, markets are consolidating, and until we see a bullish scenario or a bearish scenario, it is going to be, repetitive. We are going to be talking about the same thing numerous times. But this is more so for people that are new to the channel, that are constantly joining, that really need just a quick lesson to catch back up. But I'll make it quick and I'll summarize it. So ultimately, for XRP, there is a beautiful Elliott wave forming on this coin. There is a beautiful uptrend that, long term, and I'm talking about into 2022, early 2022, into mid 2022, I do believe we are going to be seeing XRP and most of these altcoins and cryptocurrencies hitting new all-time highs, at least retesting prior highs for the 2021 year. As you can see, this uptrend is holding well, and just by, time, it should allow the coin to slowly breach $1.30 and eventually head back up to $2, as I anticipate within this Elliott wave forming, completing, and then moving on into 2022. But short term, what we're looking at right now is the possibility of us completing. As you guys can see, we had the start of the Elliott wave, and then we had an A to B confirmation. There is the possibility of seeing the B to C, C to D, and D to E confirmation completing the Elliott wave, and then allowing us to break bullish. if we don't break out sooner than that. Now, in regards to point B here, we were discussing that if we saw us close above this downtrend right here and we saw prices close above resistance, it would allow us clear as day to buy in and leverage this to the upside. Clear as day right here. I just want to slightly tweak this and move it a little bit farther down just so it aligns a little bit better with what we've been using. It's just like that right here. Okay, so I really didn't move it that much, but you guys can pretty much understand what I'm referring to. So we closed above $1.30, and the second we saw a closure above $1.30, we bought in to leverage it to the upside. Then we saw this fluke reversal and a dump in all the cryptocurrencies, and we decided to crash, or not crash, but correct back down to our bottom support inside our sideways channel that we've been trading in for weeks now. It literally started back in August 14th, so we've had almost a month now, 4 weeks of this consolidation trading sideways. As we know, within sideways channels, I tend not to trade inside of them because of how risky it can be. We tried doing it a few days ago, didn't really end well. We got liquidated. We didn't really make any money at all. We just lost some time. But you can see there's a clear price floor capped at about $1.05 and a clear price ceiling capped at about $1.30. So it's really as simple as this. What we're needing is a confirmation of either above here, closing above that resistance, or closing below our bottom support to basically come with the volume and then pretty much decide which direction we're going to be moving to. So yeah, if price is at $1.05, decide to head back up to $1.30, yes, it's about a 25-cent jump, but it's not really worth the aggravation of buying in if we decide to do some, crazy stuff like that where we, consolidate back up, as you can see here, and then we started to correct lower and then headed up. It's just too risky and there's too many variables to be trading inside of it. But what we know and what we can look for is if price closes below $1.05, then it's pretty much confirming that we're probably going to see the B2C formation complete, and we'll buy in immediately to short this all the way to the downside. That's what you have to be patient for and wait for. So the second we see confirmation where XRP closes its daily below support, I then believe we'll see a lot of volume leave the market, and we'll see the short movement down at B2C, which you can do on most crypto exchanges. Now, what we're also looking at is in the fact it's not just going to be XRP correcting. It's going to be pretty much all the cryptocurrencies moving to the downside, which we can then find reasons to say, okay, well, we see Bitcoin, we see Solana, we see Ethereum, all forming similar movements. And if one of those decides to dump as well, XRP is going to do the same exact thing, and vice versa. If XRP does it, the other cryptos are probably going to move with that same movement. But what you need to consider too is if we decide to, close above $1.30, we're probably going to see volume come back in. We're going to defy the L8 wave formation, which doesn't seem like it wants to do that right now, but we'll then be able to leverage it to the upside. Big volume is going to come in any direction as long as we close or break through any of these supports or resistances. We'll then see the volume coming in, because as of right now, we've literally just been trading sideways, flatlined, or the price trades in between maybe $1.05 and $1.12, and we just every day now consolidate like this. This is pretty much hyping up the market, getting ready for a bigger dump, especially because it's now allowed us to lower ourselves on the RSI to trade sideways and build up the possibility and allow ourselves to break in a big aggressive volume in regards to that. Hopefully you guys are following what I'm saying. But ultimately, this applies to all these cryptocurrencies. It's not just XRP. We have talked about this in the past now, that these cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, we talked about it yesterday, tend to break bearish in September. And there's a good chance we might be seeing that same thing happen as well, especially because we didn't complete the breakout that we needed. And it's unfortunate. There was an uptrend that we had drawn, and we were creating higher low formations. And unfortunately, we broke bearish and we actually came back down to a prior low, which is showing that there is resistance at the top here. So regardless, the same thing that we said with XRP also now applies itself with Bitcoin, of course. So in regards to this, what I mean by that is we've seen consolidation for quite some time now. There's once again a clear bottom support at $44,000 and a clear top resistance capped at about 50K. And we've been trading inside of here for quite some time now, not really seeing any sort of big definitive movement. We know that within this trading, we don't like to trade inside of here. We're waiting for a confirmation, but it started all the way back on August 8th. It's been about 5 weeks now of this consolidation. And you can clearly see it's shown in depth where its bottom support is and where its top resistances are. So if we see prices once again break through $50,000, close us maybe at 52K, we'll buy in, anticipating big volume to leverage us to the upside, because we're trading right now at 47 on the RSI. This gives us plenty of room to either break bullish or fall bearish. There's no really a definitive answer as to which direction we could break right now. Unfortunately, I'd like to say we look more bearish than bullish right now, especially since we broke, we weren't able to complete the breakthrough of our top resistance, and we actually closed below it. Right here, we crashed inside the sideways channel here. It's not necessarily a good thing for Bitcoin, so that's why I do and am currently preparing myself for the possibilities of seeing B2C complete itself, and we could see the rest of September fall bearish, closing prices at maybe $34,000 by the end of September. That is still a big possibility. So what you're waiting for now is either A, are we going to buy? The question is, when are we going to buy in? What is taking so long? What are we waiting for? We're waiting for Bitcoin to close below its 46K support level. You can clearly see how many times it's tried to break through it. You can see it over here, and then obviously right over here. It's tried numerous occasions to break through its bottom support, and it hasn't. It's actually floating back up. But if we see us close below 46K, let's say we close at $43,500, that would be enough to say, okay, time to correct lower. There's a really good chance now we are going to correct from B to C, and that is what we would do, and we would short this crypto back down to the bottom. Right now, it's just a waiting game. We have to be patient. We waited for it a long time here, and then eventually we saw the confirmation we needed, and we bought in long, and then we started to correct lower. We did make some profit on Ethereum and Bitcoin when it did decide to break through its top resistances, but then it did get stopped out, and now we're just waiting for the confirmation here. So what we're looking for right now is, are we going to close above 50K and we'll buy in long with a big volume, run to the upside, or are we going to break through this bottom support here and complete the B2C formation, once again having another bearish September? Obviously, this is just short term. We're only trying to guess what's going to happen within September, not what's going to happen within the long term of Bitcoin. Bitcoin overall is in a bullish Elliott wave and is in a beautiful uptrend here. That is what I believe going to send us back up to all-time highs by the end of 2021 into 2022. So I'm really not worried as what could happen in the long-term scheme of things for Bitcoin and XRP. Now, the same thing applies itself with Ethereum. Although Ethereum is slightly higher, we're looking at its bottom support right here at 3,100. Ethereum has a little more leeway, which is why I'm staying a little bit farther away from Ethereum than the other cryptos, because if it breaks through here, I wouldn't buy in. I'd wait to see how it decides to play out inside its sideways channel. There might be ways we can just tweak this. It's definitely a possibility, like we move this higher up and maybe move this up to this resistance. It is possible we could then consider this to be its sideways channel, which in turn means that this is also trading inside its ascent or sideways channel here, acting as this is the resistance and this is the bottom support. It's just a tougher crypto to trace and play technical analysis on, which is why I'm steering clear of it. And then Solana as well, because it's so overextended right now. I'll jump to the weekly here to get a better look. You can see it seems and it is appearing as though it's peaking, retesting the overbought level, and seeing a bearish cross in the MACD. One would figure it'd probably come back down to probably closer to $77, as that's where its most recent bottom support is, which could be a good short opportunity, but it's just very risky, and I'm not a risky trader. I'm more of a conservative trader, which in turn means that I wouldn't want to play around with Solana right now. Otherwise, guys, the S&P 500 looks very interesting. We've drawn on a support about 2 days ago, and you can see how yesterday reacted with its support level. We actually closed above its support, which is indicating that might be the bottom, as we've seen bottoms numerous times here. I'll draw on this one as well, right about here. And you can see how quickly we've been reversing up on this in some sort of stair-step pattern. So I do believe this is the bottom, and I wouldn't be surprised if today we start, moving back to the upside. Otherwise, once again, huge shout out to Prime Xbt and Covesting for sponsoring today's episode. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, join the giveaway, as well as turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.